Pastor Isaiah, Nathaniel Bassi, Sandra Boachidia, who's on this song. Give me oil. Kwekute, CT Praise, oh Lala Dance, y'all. Where are you going to be on Sunday?
Yes, Lord.
You're going to head straight to the Accra Stadium, 3 p.m.
The Lord says, command them
led by Joe Mettle.
and let them go and get olives and let them come.
Our drive chat is brought to you by MTN everywhere you go. Honey Cough Mixture, a quality product from NS Chemist. Effective for relief from cough, sore throat, and throat irritation. Viral blood tonic and nutritionally balanced tonic fortified with iron to boost your appetite and energy level for high performance. Viral, easy to take, and good for the entire family.
You say Aaron and the sons, they will keep the fire burning.
Have you heard the latest from MTN though?
It's not because
If not, listen, for those of you who love MTN Free After One, guess what? Prepare for the upgraded experience that is MTN Free After One Extra. Yeah. Let me tell you what it's about. With MTN Free After One Extra, you can talk for 1 whole hour uninterrupted while paying for only the first minute of every 10 minutes you talk. Isn't that cool? That's totally cool. Which means for every 10 minutes you talk within the hour, you only pay for the first minute. And you get to talk for 60 minutes straight with no interruptions. You like what you hear? Yeah. And as if that's not enough, you also get 70 megabytes of data for free after your first call. So you see, now's the time to talk extra with all the people that you love. To subscribe to MTN Free After One today, you can dial *550 hash. That's *550 hash and follow the prompts. So I mentioned earlier, Joe is going to join us and he's here. Joe Mettle, of course, ready for this Sunday. Hello, Joe.
Hello, bro.
How you doing, man?
Great song.
Hey, Charlie, it's written all over you. You're looking good.
Thank you. I've been learning from you, small.
I tell you what, I remember last year when you came here before the show.
Okay.
You looked like so stressed.
Okay.
Do you remember?
I think so.
Yeah.
We had done like a lot. Yeah.
You looked like so tired, stressed, and you were on the phone the whole time. This was calling you and whatnot.
I know.
Today, even though you are still on the phone, you look so relaxed and
yeah.
whatnot.
I don't know how come.
Yeah.
Because even me, I think there was at a point I was like, why am I chilled like that?
Yeah.
But I guess part of the reason too is because I know God has gone ahead of us. What can we do again if He's already won the victory for us?
Oh no, I'm excited about it because it really struck me when you walked in. Because I remember last year vividly exactly how you were, on the phone trying to put things together and whatnot. Yeah. And even though you are on the phone today as well.
Oh, even today, funny enough, the phone, it's not even about the event.
Oh, it's not even about the event.
Oh,
probably why you look very relaxed today. But how's it going though?
It's coming great. It's coming together. I mean, it's not a very easy thing to do, but at the same time, it's coming really, really great. I must say, I'm really grateful to God, and the team has been holding things down, making sure I focus just on the spiritual things and allow them to do what they do best. And so it's coming great.
And one of the more reasons why I'm surprised is the fact that this year it looks like a lot bigger than you have ever done.
I know.
Because
and that's the more reason why I should be worried.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, you're doing what? The Craswell Stadium.
I know.
And it's free. You probably paying from your pocket tons
of it.
Of money. You should be stressed. You should not be looking this good, bro.
I know. I think part of the thing too is over time I've come to realize the fact that the stress never brings solution.
Right.
It rather adds to the problem later. So if I can save myself the stress and use that strength I would have used to manage the stress, to fix if there are things later. So I think over time you just learn to manage it. So
absolutely.
Do what you can do. Do it to the best of your ability and allow God to do what He does best. Absolutely. Come in and add His blessing to everything.
One of my favorite lines in a song by T.I. It's called No Matter What, and at some point he says, "Let go and let God deal with it."
Yeah.
And it's stuck with me. And I totally agree with you. I think God's going to do it.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
A lot of people are looking forward to the Praise Reloaded.
Yes,
and
sir. Yes, sir.
It's been on for what? This is the 12th year, isn't it?
This is a 12-year officially.
Officially. Okay.
Unofficially, it's 13. I think we forgot to add COVID.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's been a blessing. For the past, I would say 12 years, we've seen like different phases of it. It's grown from one small event to the big to the many testimonies to some of the things that comes after in terms of like how God touched people and it's just been amazing. And
what's your mindset going into this particular one, especially because it's way bigger? You're doing it at the
Yes,
stadium. What do you have in mind?
I think I more or less have an expectation of what the promise of God for the event is. It's that it's going to be an encounter of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
And whenever a people encounter the Holy Spirit, things happen. Deliverance happen, breakthroughs occur, healing, many manifestations. Above all, there will be a ton of testimonies that we're trusting God for. But that aside, we're also hoping to have gathered God's people in one place, first to worship, but lift up a few prayers also unto the Lord. One being prayer even for our nation. As a people that we're trusting that the hand of God would continue to stay on this nation and keep this nation strong. But above all, we are trusting that by the time the people leave there, they would have tangible manifestation of what God did in their lives.
This year you're doing a free show. Last year it wasn't free.
It's never been free. This is the first time we're doing it free.
So and I'm thinking, but
this time rather
Joe needs to buy diapers now.
I know. But the diapers they change it. It's all good, crowd.
Charlie,
fast power.
they finish fast.
Then they buy boxes. And sometimes when they finish, they ask for wipes. Hey.
Absolutely. No, they do the Formula 2.
Oh, I mean now you grow.
No.
The formula. The early stages. I gathered some of the containers. Hey,
plenty.
Yeah, God. And unfortunately for me, my daughter wasn't eating the regular one.
Hey,
like she was eating the was it the one from the States, Similac or something.
Okay.
For the one from the US.
That's different from Aptamil, eh?
Yeah, God, it was expensive.
Wow.
And this girl, can go for you.
Eat it chop. Eat it chop like your father.
So you got this matter. We're on radio. I can't answer. So if I say who she chops like, I'll have matters.
You sleep
so
outside.
Leave it there.
You sleep outside.
I lift my hands.
but how has the fatherhood journey been?
It's been a beautiful journey. I mean, I love it. When she's there, like my daughter is very like active, so
okay.
She wants to play, she wants to pull things, she was chasing, and so there are times it's a lot.
Yeah.
But just when she's not around, you feel like something is missing in the house. You start looking for her.
Yeah.
Like wait, and sometimes you unconsciously will like, I haven't heard her like. They said no, she's not at home. She's maybe like gone to her grandparents or something.
Yeah.
I'm like but I have loved every part of the journey. From the beginning all through to where she is right now.
Is there something it has added to you or taught you?
I think it teaches you more. You may care for people, but you will do it more. Mm-hmm. You'd realize how you don't think before you act when it comes to them. You don't even... there's nothing like, I can't do this or I don't have it.
Yeah.
Once it has to do with them, you will go heaven on earth for them. It's a beautiful experience. And for me, it even teaches you that if, like the Bible says, if even we men, as wicked as we are, when our children ask us for bread, we don't give them snake, how much more would our Heavenly Father not take care of us? Right. And so it's as simple as like what we're discussing. That's why I know God has my back.
Yeah.
He's my Father. He has my back.
Got you. He's got you. So here am I thinking, you're buying diapers and whatnot, and then he's doing a free show. I mean, I'll be livid if I was in your house. So how are you pulling it off?
I think grace. So, and then God, by God's grace, like a few individuals too are coming, on board. But definitely, you also have to come in strong.
Yeah.
Because if you don't believe in the vision you're you're championing, how then do you expect others to believe in it? So I'm doing part, my team is doing some, but God is also touching a few individuals, and they're coming through for us as well to make sure that they see it through. Because, one pastor called me and says, this is not your event. This is a kingdom event, and we are all with you.
Wow.
And some of them are really supporting as well. And not only that, we have a few of the suppliers also really being gracious to us.
Okay.
In their approach to rental rates and other things. So it's here and there, but it's all coming together.
I don't know. I'm sitting back and I'm thinking maybe it's because your craft has really paid off for you to be able to afford something like that.
Yes, I can also say
it's
also added to it. Yes. And most of them too, like you're saying, I think I would say I have found favor in their sight as well, that they say, oh no, if it's you, we will stand with you. It's fine.
Yeah.
And that I cannot claim. I can just say it's just God. It's just God.
Wow. And not even just the magnitude of it. You're bringing some very amazing.
Yes.
You're flying in. Who else is coming in for our side?
So for now, Nathaniel Bass is flying. Sumisola is flying. And then I have a friend of mine from the US, Jumbo, also flying in. The rest are more like my people down here. The rest I have flying in are sometimes some of them are not artists. They're just friends who have decided to fly down from the States, from the UK, France. There are people coming from all over.
Wow. This is going to be huge. This Sunday at the Accra Sports Stadium, you really need to be there. But what was the reason why you decided to do Accra Sports Stadium?
To open it up, to allow more people to come in. I think over the years we've always had the rooms, and in addition to that, we've always ticketed it. Sometimes people can afford, sometimes people cannot. And for this year, when we're praying about the venue and got the Accra Sports Stadium, one of the things I could hear in my spirit was open it up.
Okay.
Allow more people to come in, allow more people to gather, to be able to worship, so that there are no restrictions. I can afford, I cannot afford, it doesn't matter. All is taken off the table. Just make your way there. In fact, we even have a few partners giving us or helping us with like buses and stuff on some of the campuses.
Oh, great.
To bus students and things. So it's just a blessing.
It wasn't like you set out that, okay, I just want to fill the stadium and make a statement.
No, it's not. Like we've been saying that thing that it's not for a bragging right. It's that the name of the Lord will be glorified. At the same time, we also won't take the stadium and allow it to be empty. We want to fill it to God's glory for his pleasure, but not to say we did it. No, we didn't do anything. People can decide to come by themselves or not to. God is the one that touches their heart to leave and move and come. Right. So it's not just what we are doing. We are doing our part, but it's not for a bragging right.
Okay.
It's not for a bragging right.
Does Joe Mettle see himself doing a full album kind of thing?
Oh, yeah. So some of the songs we've been releasing, it's a whole album.
Oh, really?
We are treating the people's first song.
I see, because I'm like, okay.
Then you bring one.
Then you bring another one. And I'm like, okay.
It's a full project. It's a full project. Something we call Songs of the Spirit.
Okay.
That's why you have them sound the way they do. So they have to sort of like start like a heart of prayer, or like the urge for people to pray.
Yeah.
So there are more of such songs on the album.
Is it a new way of doing the music business?
The singles?
Yes.
Sometimes I would say yes. We've had situations where we've released albums and it's like somebody will choose one and who mind the rest again. And sometimes there are songs on it that if they pay attention to more. So at a point we realize that, okay, instead of dumping the whole album on people, why don't you allow them to enjoy one at a time?
Okay.
After they are done, then you bring them the next and the next. After a few singles, then you drop the full thing. So it helps. It actually does help. Because these days people don't play albums like they used to.
Yeah, I mean, but some people to look forward to that body of work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've had people from, like, let's say, behind the scenes sending, boss, what is all this teasing? Drop everything.
Yeah.
Because some were also at the recording. So they have an idea of all the songs. They're like, when is that one coming?
Yeah.
And then others too are able to pick up faces in the videos. This person doesn't live in Ghana.
Yeah.
If he was at the recording, then something happened. So when are we getting that song? But it's a beautiful experience.
Some of my fondest, my most cherished moments are probably when maybe I'm in a car. I'm in my car. and have a CD.
Okay, and then you get to
And I get
keep
to
playing. I know.
keep playing.
I know,
You know, so I miss those things.
Not even me. Sometimes the times I listen to music a lot is when I'm driving.
Yeah.
Not even when I'm home.
Yeah.
So there were times where, and even for me, sometimes some of the times I like to cool off, you know, go into my mind, sometimes think. People like to maybe be in a small corner. There are times I like to just drive.
Okay.
So I can actually take an hour to 2 hour drive just reflecting on stuff.
Yeah.
By myself, listening, cruising, no one else.
Yeah.
And then I can, back in the day, I used to live at Weja. I can actually drive to Winneba Junction and turn back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and most of the time, by the time I do journeys like that, the things I will end up doing.
Oh, my goodness.
Because it's just me cruising, listening to music, like chilled time. I'll just go to the roundabout, turn, come back home. I would have had so much to run through in my mind and come back writing stuff, creating so much.
So if you're not listening to Joe Mettle, who are you listening to?
I listen to a lot of people. I would say I listen to different people for different reasons. I can listen to who do I say? I listen to like Kofi Kaka. I listen to Nathaniel Bassey. I might listen to Jonathan McReynolds. I might listen to sometimes. Let me see what I have a very. You're going to go into the playlist. I have a very weird playlist though. I think the last playlist I made, I will see.
I want to see that.
It's a very weird playlist, but I think I needed most of them for like prayer. So I have like Ruaka Hakodash from Kofi Prepra.
Okay.
I have Medawase from Luigi.
Okay.
I Speak Jesus. Obviously I listen to sometimes some of mine too. I Trust in You. I don't know.
You don't cringe.
Sometimes I do. There are times then I skip.
Yeah.
I listen to like Exalted by Nathaniel, Benny Hinn. I have a few songs from Benny Hinn. There's a young man called Once More Six. Did this beautiful song, William McDowell. I have then like I said, some of mine. And then Philip Ajale also has this worship song. So I listen to different I think based on what is happening at the particular moment, I would just jump on another or something like that.
I hear you mention Nathaniel Bassey a lot. You love that brother.
No, yeah, we're like, what do you say, Covenant brothers?
Yeah.
I love his spirit. I love his sense of revelation, and all that. Yeah.
What kind of influence has Nigerian gospel music had on Ghanaian gospel music? I see a lot of us, you know, whether it's a collaboration, whether it's them coming over, whether it's you going there, but just like we would say for the secular Afro beats, and then kind of you know how it's soaring because of the Nigerian influence. Would you say same for
gospel?
For gospel
I
music?
think as Ghanaians we actually consume a lot of Nigerian gospel, a lot. I think lately we know more Nigerian gospel than we do Ghanaian gospel. I'm telling you.
Why is that?
I wouldn't know. I think once the music is going beyond a people to a sound. So if this blesses the person, they go for it. So it doesn't necessarily have to do with the fact that the person is Ghanaian or Nigerian. There are times people have listened to songs and didn't even know it was Ghana or from Nigeria. So I guess what it is most people have jumped on it because it's blessing them. You know, so it has nothing to do with the fact that it was done by a Nigerian, it was done by a Ghanaian. The same way it's changing. There are a lot of Nigerians now, maybe like with the recent stuff we've released, it's blessing them, so they've jumped on it. It doesn't matter whether it was a Nigerian that released or Ghanaian that released it. Gradually, it's building up. So I think over time it will grow even on our side too, that some of the music we do here will also go there the same way their music come here. It's still blessing God. So I feel like initially there were people like, not Nigerian, but no. If I'm blessed by
there was some resistance initially, yeah?
A bit. We had, too much, and I get it because sometimes they felt, even on radio and other places, they felt like, okay, the Ghanaian ones are not played as much as, but I'm like, bro, it's an individual thing. Everyone and what blesses them or what touches their heart or their spirits. So allow them to receive, let's take out, and gradually it's building. You go to Nigeria, you hear like songs from MOG, you hear songs from some of the our young people here, and it's building. The same way some keep coming here.
But it wasn't like that before.
Exactly. But now it's changing.
It wasn't like that
changing.
before. We used to consume a lot more of our very local Ghanaian songs.
Exactly.
Right?
Till recently.
So take out the spirituality part of it, or the fact that the song blesses somebody.
Okay.
Let's look at the technical part of it, the sound.
Technical
Does
sound
it play
stuff.
any role as well?
Technical sound. I think Ghanaians have like really solid technical sound actually. We really have like very good technical sound this side.
Yeah, but does it play a role in
the quality of the output of a music?
Yes.
It does. It does.
And why the influx as well?
It does. There are certain places, even on radio, if your music is played and it doesn't sound right, will be skipped. And so sometimes the music is really great in terms of like the song, but the clarity of maybe sound quality, vocals and mixes will not allow people to be able to. I mean, I've had times where friends, like some people I know, would release something. I said, bro, you need to record this again.
Okay.
It's like, I said, no. If you can't even record it, can you have someone else mix it?
Yeah.
Because this music is so good, but it's not sounding right. So it's something that people really, really, and for like we spend a lot. I spend a lot of money on post-production. Like,
really?
A lot. Sometimes it makes, I don't even think about it. I want it well done.
Yeah.
So if I have to wait.
Is it really that expensive?
Music is so expensive. You don't want to know.
No, I'm curious because the way you talk about
an album can cost you a few hundreds of thousands, depending on,
Hundreds of thousands.
I'm telling you. An album can. Because some of the things that we work on, you pay in dollars. So you're thinking about production itself. You're thinking about the people that would play.
Yeah.
You're thinking about then after the post-production. I mean, for me, even some of the things that helps is because I have a few people who are already on my team that can do some of those things. If not, but sometimes still, when you're done, you're talking about mixes. Then you talk about mastering.
Okay.
You know, recently my mix engineer was fighting me, like, because every time we do mixes, we send it to Nashville to master.
Nashville.
Yes,
Tennessee.
Tennessee. And then a few singles I did, I said, master that thing. He said, you don't want the people to chop small money. Why? Because they charge us in dollars. So if it's even like 150 or something, 10 of that is 1,500 just for mastering.
Yeah.
Not mixing, not production, not anything.
Wow.
So by the time you put it all together, you're talking about a few thousands of dollars, tens. That always goes into that. So it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Good.
But it's always worth it. Always. When you hear the thing, you know that they were able to capture the very essence of the sound you heard in your spirit and how it came out at the end of everything.
And if it's worth it, let's talk about how it's worth it in your pocket as well. Is it worth it on the streaming front, on the sales front, on the performance front? Like, how are you making money?
I think it works on every front. So the most important thing for me most of the time producing a project is what the mind of God is concerning it. I know that, like, I say God a lot, so sometimes people are like, show us the way you say that. No. But I'm really serious. Whenever there's a project, I ask God, what do you want to achieve with this? What do you intend to? That directs sometimes how you arrange it, the prayers said over it. And then one of the things I realize is when it blesses the people, they buy them or they stream it. And it blesses you in return. In addition to that, when it blesses them, based on the blessing that they received out of what you release, they would not only just want to listen, but sometimes they then also would want to have you be there to sing to them, like, physically. Yeah. And so it all adds up. You see that too? Yeah. So you put the stream and then you put
the performance and bit. Okay, good stuff. What has been the biggest challenge for you in the last 1 year?
I can't remember. I hardly count challenges. I don't remember, truly. I take them as they come. So
what came?
That's the point. I don't even remember. I'll come back to that answer. Whilst we talk, I'll think about it. Because I challenged this year. Because I've had numerous ones though. But wow. It's so funny. That's how positive my mind is. I hardly keep...
So I'm the negative one here, huh?
I hardly keep track of them.
Joe, what
even
are you
for
trying,
wins,
what are you trying to say?
even for wins, right? Even for wins,
Yeah.
one win comes, we celebrate and move. So if you ask me again the win, I won't even remember.
Yeah.
Like any win,
I'm going to ask you, so try to
I
remember.
don't even, that's the
At this point, we need to buy you a lot of honey because your memory is...
no, my memory is not terrible. I think you know what it is. I've been letting them go intentionally,
Yeah.
so that I don't dwell on them.
Yeah.
So it doesn't distract me from what is ahead.
What is ahead?
But I think. Wow, challenge. Okay, but win. As for wins, I think there are a few songs that we got to release.
Yeah.
Few, people have been blessed by it, great testimonies.
Yeah.
It's an exciting thing for me. And then one too is the fact that this year, by God's grace, we happen to be alive to see Praise Reloaded happen, and this big expectation of having to do the stadium,
Yeah.
and the magnitude of work it's coming with and everything. It's an exciting moment for me.
Good stuff. That's a big win, actually.
It is.
And we'll
It
all
is.
be there to witness it
Thank
this
you.
Sunday.
This Sunday, 30th of June. By 1 p.m., gates are open. People
Okay.
can come in, settle down, and by 3 p.m., the service starts. And bear in mind, definitely, the way we are, even the 1 to 3, we won't let you sit idle. We'll keep you going.
We'll charge.
Something will be happening.
We'll be charging.
Something will be happening. So, yeah. So it's this Sunday. So if you are listening,
Yeah.
there are no gate fees. If anyone tells you are supposed to pay for it, it's a lie. All we're asking is go to www.joemettlemusic.com, joemettlemusic.com, and register. If you are not even able to register, please don't say because of that you're not coming. Still come. By the time you get to the gate, we have a few people there who will help you with respect to the registration.
Yeah. Good luck with it, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you so much for coming
Thank you
by.
for having me.
We'll see you on Sunday at Accra Sports Stadium. It's going to be an amazing experience. We know that. And God will manifest in the performances.